Hey, what's going on? How can I help you?
In Paradise.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
I'm Deputy Richard, York County Sheriff's Office.
Sweet. Can I get badge number as well?
My call sign's 449. We don't really have badge number.
Deputy Trespass, 446.
How do you spell it? How do you say it?
Twargoski.
Twargoski. Okay.
So,
sweet. How can I help you guys today?
Of course, we got a call. You were out here with the camera. As long as you're not on their property, you're good. I'm sure you know that.
Of course.
You need your ID. Am I being detained? Yes. What starts as a simple police contact suddenly becomes a constitutional problem the moment an officer demands identification from a cameraman who is already standing back on public property. This encounter takes place outside a private business in the United States, where a citizen is filming from a public area. Deputies arrive after getting a call about a suspicious person with a camera. At first, the officer admits the key fact: filming from public property is legal. The cameraman is calm, standing in a public space, and not committing any crime. For a moment, it seems like the officers understand the limits of their authority. But that calm quickly begins to fade.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Okay, so it's not illegal for him to film. I got you. I got you.
You know, and it's funny because the conversation came to, just why don't you just touch my truck and then we'll put it in public.
I was driving in, this dude was following the camera.
I got
And all the
you.
people in there were like, hey, this dude's out here.
This guy's really good at circular conversations, by the way. That's number 2. That's the second time he said that same sentence.
He fired right back at me.
Nope,
Okay.
there's number 3. There's number 3.
Well, like I said, you can ask. He doesn't have to answer, and he's perfectly within his right to, as long as he's in public. I got you, man.
And he just said, okay. So it's one of those,
What?
he's
I got you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I was just curious why I was getting filmed, man.
All right, man. Well, like I said, he doesn't. I got you. He doesn't have to give you an answer, so if you want to go ahead and head on out of here, if there's anything else we can help you with, just let us know, okay? All right.
I don't appreciate
I understand that.
Anybody does, but he's even said that he's too scared to go in there and ask me.
I got you.
Dude, I'm terrified.
All right.
I'm terrified.
I appreciate you, boss. Have a good day.
See you later, buddy.
All right, man. Like I said, as long as you're not going into their private property.
I have no intention of doing that whatsoever. And I mean, nobody's even told me to leave anyway. So if they want to tell me to leave, I don't want to make like a hearsay situation or anything. If they want me trespassed, just have somebody come out and tell me that. And
I haven't talked to them yet.
Okay.
We just seen you out here, so we
Sweet.
thought we'd make contact with you first, okay?
So I'm just curious. So you came and made contact. You have no idea what the story is inside there.
We know what the caller wants.
Oh, so they want me
just
trespassed. Is that what
not
I'm hearing?
necessarily.
No.
They just we're calling about a suspicious person.
Okay, so I'm still allowed to go in there then, right?
As far as I'm concerned right now, yes.
Oh, okay.
I am going to go in there and talk to them and see
Okay.
what they want to do.
So your body cam is rolling, right?
Yeah, that's all.
So are you going to go in there? You're going to ask them if they want me to leave or be trespassed from the building? Like you're going to go
100%. I'm going to ask if they care that you're out here. If you go onto their property.
Oh, so you're going to go solicit a trespass,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. And just make sure you have that CAD number for me as soon as you come back. Thanks.
This situation matters because it involves two major constitutional protections at the same time. First, the First Amendment protects the right to record in public, especially in places plainly visible from public streets and sidewalks. Second, the Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unlawful detention and unsupported demands for identification. A person does not lose these rights simply because someone feels uncomfortable being recorded.
Man, that is really unfortunate. I thought that was going to go a whole lot better. He, word for word, 100% will be going directly in there to solicit a trespass, as he just said. Huh. I mean, nobody's told me to leave yet.
But understand, if he's down there on the road and he's filming, he's 100% within his rights. That is a public area and he can film. Okay, we clear on that? You want him trespassed.
There it is, solicitation.
Actually, she brought it up first because you walked over here into the parking lot.
Okay.
After speaking with the business, the officer tells the cameraman that the property owner wants him trespassed. The cameraman immediately steps away from the private property and returns to public ground. That should have ended the issue. Instead, the officer escalates. He insists that he still needs the cameraman's ID in order to process the trespass notice. The cameraman refuses to answer questions and refuses to provide identification. The officer presses harder. Show me your ID. I'm not answering any questions. You're being detained. Now the encounter is no longer just about filming. It has turned into a direct dispute over police authority.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna need your ID so I can trespass.
Oh, you're gonna need my ID?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. So what happens if I go walk back over there?
I'm still gonna trespass you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. So I need your
Right.
ID.
Okay. So
or your name
am I
and date
being
of birth.
detained?
At this point, yeah.
At
because
this
I'm
point,
doing
I
a
am being
trespass.
detained. So am I allowed to?
Would you like a supervisor
Am I
out here?
allowed to leave the property?
No, because
No.
I need
Now I'm
your
not
information.
allowed to leave the property.
I need your information.
So
you
you're
can
not going to
trespass.
give me ample time to leave, right? Is this what you're saying?
not-
They
Really,
don't want you
you're
to come
detained.
back.
Okay. So what you're saying is
So
if
what-
they want me to leave, right?
They want you to leave.
Right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is go step back onto the public property, right?
And I'm going to come over there and I'm going to get your ID. I'm going to tell you you're trespassing, not to come back to this property
You are.
indefinitely. And then if you do, you're going to be arrested for trespassing.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's walk over here. I'll
Sweet.
get your ID from you.
The cameraman asks the one question that forces everything into the open. Am I being detained? That is the turning point of the encounter. Because once the officer says yes, he must have a lawful reason. He must be able to explain what crime supports the detention. But here, there is no active trespass. The cameraman is already off the private property. He is back on public ground. He is not threatening anyone, not interfering, and not committing a crime. That is where the officer's position begins to collapse.
You a resident of South Carolina? Like South Carolina driver's license?
I'm not going to answer any questions, buddy.
Okay.
You can bring your supervisor out here, though. That'd be good.
440.
So now you're under the guise that while I'm standing out here now, after I've left the property. So now you're under the impression that now that I'm off the property, now I need to give you my ID.
Yes, because
Right?
you're being trespassed.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll just wait for the
All
supervisor.
right, you can just stay right here.
Sounds good. Hey, just make sure you don't go in there and rob the place now.
I won't.
All right, good. Put you under citizen's arrest. York County Sheriff. Doesn't even know the difference. Doesn't even know how to trespass somebody from private property. It's unfortunate, man. It was going so much better in the beginning. So much better. This just took a turn for the worst. Yeah, you guys better hurry up and get on the phone with those supervisors.
I can't hear you, sir. I think they're
We got a supervisor on the way? All right.
on the, like on the roadway.
Now tell me, I'm gonna give you a chance for some, to show some knowledge here. Now, if I were to leave a property, right, or if they said, I'll give you a scenario. Let's say that they said that I had to leave, right, and I left and ran away before you guys got here. What are you guys gonna do?
That's different.
That's different.
You are here. You are here. We
I
made
am
contact
here,
with
right?
you,
Right.
and they want you indefinitely trespassed
Yep.
from the property,
Yep.
which means you're good now, right?
So then what? Now
left.
I'm going to tell you. I identify as good citizen for this report.
Okay.
So now what's going to happen when I do that?
Okay, I still need your ID. You're still going to be trespassed indefinitely from the property.
Really?
That's what's going to
Really?
happen. Yes, this is private property.
Okay.
This is public.
Mhm.
That's private, right? We can agree on that.
Mhm.
They don't want you up there.
Yeah.
The second you walked across the parking lot
Yeah.
and started filming,
Yeah.
they decided, hey, I don't want you on my property,
Huh.
right? They have every right to do that, being a private business. Correct?
Yeah. Absolutely.
We can agree on that.
Yeah.
So from here on out, in the future, say tomorrow you decide you want to come out here and film again, and you step foot on that property
Yeah.
and we get called, you're going to go to jail for
Right.
trespassing.
Right. So yeah. So
But
now.
in order for me to
Yeah.
put that information into our system, I have to have
Oh
your name.
really?
Right?
Oh really?
What do you want me to put in there?
Really? Good citizen. I just told you.
Good citizen?
I just told you. Yeah. We can go. We can go with a verbal
that's what I'm gonna
trespass.
put in there? No.
Yeah. No.
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 Does that not exist? It's just a shoulder shrug, not a yes or no.
How are we supposed to enforce it if we don't know?
I just asked you. I just asked you a
Okay.
question.
You can just wait for my.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's always the you can just wait. It's always the you can just wait, and I'm not going to argue with you when you can't answer a question.
I'm not gonna argue with you. If you know this stuff so good, why don't you become a cop? If you're so versed
I'm not gonna answer that question on the grounds of stupidity.
Okay.
You think I want to come and do this to people?
Do what? Enforce the law?
Enforce the law? Really?
Yeah.
You're enforcing an imaginary law, my friend.
Okay.
And hopefully your supervisor does come out here nice and educated, because if he's going to tell me that what I need to do is give you my ID, I am going to give you my ID, and I'm going to give you my my information under threat of arrest, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to file an internal affairs complaint, and then I'm going to sue the shit out of this county.
Who said you were under arrest?
No, you said I was detained.
Detained and being arrested are two different things.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you, what happens if I were to just walk away right now?
Nothing right now.
Nothing right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And nothing as soon as the supervisor gets here?
Okay, man. I'm gonna walk back over here.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah, probably is.
I wouldn't want to get caught up in this conversation either if I were you. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yep, no problem.
There's that. Hey, put your phone down. He's gonna try to get your ID. Yeah, and he wants to threaten an arrest if I don't give him my ID right here. Isn't that crazy? He gets it. He gets it now. He gets it now. I bet you he gets it even more now that his supervisor's here. Oh, we got a fourth one. We got a fourth.
Under the Fourth Amendment, police need reasonable suspicion to detain someone. And under basic public photography rights, filming from a public area is generally protected activity. A trespass warning may prevent someone from returning to private property, but it does not automatically give police the power to detain that person on public property and force ID without an independent legal basis. That is the constitutional line in this case. When the supervisor arrives, the entire situation changes almost instantly. The cameraman explains that the deputy claimed he still had to provide ID even while standing on public property. The supervisor gives a much simpler and more lawful answer. If you do not want to identify yourself, then do not go back on the property. That ends it. No arrest, no forced ID, no lawful detention. The cameraman remains free and the attempted escalation fails.
Oh, we got Mr. Gloves in the back here.
Yes, sir.
He's excited. What's going on?
Not too much. What's going on today?
I got no answers for any of your questions, other than the fact that I just want to know if I get told that I'm trespassed and I'm no longer allowed to go what's called a verbal trespass, and I'm standing right here off the property. What was your name?
Deputy Richard.
Richard?
Yep.
Oh, Richard. Yeah, that makes sense. So Mr. Richard here said that if I'm standing on a public easement, that he still needs to get my ID. He still needs to get my ID. So what you're telling me, I just want to make sure that I'm under the correct understanding that I can identify as good citizen, and as long as I'm not on the property, then if I don't return, nothing's going on.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to identify yourself, don't go back on the property, okay?
Simple enough.
See you later, Richard.
Take it easy.
Hey, thanks for the free education, man. He's not upset, he's just disappointed. It's okay. Hey, thanks, man. Y'all take care. Free education. You can take your gloves off now, though, guy. No touching people today. You're all good. Hey, does this guy get made fun of for having the name Richard often, or was that a one-time thing? Hey, take it easy on Richard later. Don't give him a hard time. Hey, Richard, you're dismissed.
Thank you.
You have a YouTube channel?
I do. I'll email you guys the link so you guys can all have a good laugh later.
How long you been doing this for?
Quite a bit. This ain't my first rodeo.
What got you started?
I'm sorry?
So what got you started in it?
Just seeing this. Seeing this. Exactly that. It's unfortunate. It's crazy. First Amendment Protection Agency. Go and check it out.
That's your channel?
Oh, this is just my merch, but First Amendment Protection Agency is me. FAPA. You'll find it. Take it easy, guys. Hey, thanks, Sheriff. I appreciate it, man. You too. And she's out of here. And he's out of here too.
This encounter is a strong reminder that knowing your rights can completely change the outcome of a police interaction. Filming in public is not a crime. Trespass from private property does not automatically create detention authority, and officers cannot lawfully demand ID just because they want to. The Constitution still matters most when authority tries to go beyond its limits. What would you do in this situation? Would you hand over your ID to avoid the conflict, or would you stand on your rights and make the officer explain the legal basis first? Drop your thoughts in the comments.